13 on Your Sidelines, sponsored by Davenport University. Get where the world is going.
Yeah, that side louder. That side. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's do this thing. Week 8, lucky number 8, or would spooky season start early here for some of your teams? Welcome into 13 on Your Sidelines. I'm Jacob Seuss. The final stretch of the season is all about securing playoff spots and conference titles, and we'll have plenty of both this evening. But first, we want to introduce you to our esteemed guests. Please welcome the cheerleaders from Northview High School. Let's hear it again, ladies. All right, now to the action. Godwin Heights versus Kelloggsville. It's a game that's always a meaningful matchup, but the neighborhood rivalry is even more meaningful this season. Take a look here at the OK Silver standings, and you're going to see why. Godwin is tied for first with Belding. The Wolverines will take on the Black Knights in next week's regular season finale. But first, Kelloggsville would love to be a setback in Godwin's conference title pursuit. The stakes were high, and that's why this one an easy choice for our 13 on Your Sidelines game of the week. The Rockets fire the first shot in this one. Cameron Dunbar keeps it around the left end, breaking a tackle before soaring into the end zone for an 8-0 Kelloggsville lead. The Wolverines would bite back. Julius Hoskins weaves his way through the Rocket D. That's a 15-yard score. After the PAT, it was 8-7. Next Rocket drive, 4th and long. Dunbar goes up top and finds Isaac Cole down the middle to the 1. Dunbar would take it in on the next play, 16-7. But Godwin Heights, they have Hoskins, and man, he was special tonight. This 15-yard touchdown, his second of the evening, 16-13 at the break. The Wolverines would take the lead on this perfect pass from Martellus Forrest to Isaiah Walker, keeps a foot in, 20-13. Early in the third, Godwin would extend the lead on Hoskins' third score, this time from 2 yards out. Hoskins' fourth touchdown would make it 34-16. Special night. The Wolverines would wrap it up as Forrest decides to keep it scrambling, goes to his left before sneaking into the end zone, directing traffic. Godwin Heights stays perfect in conference play, taking down Kelloggsville 41-22.
Their support allows us to get to this position, and that's what it means for our community. We want to do things that have never been done here. I love my senior class, and I love my team. I had to give that message because that's how much this means to us. This is a program-changing win, not against who we are, but being 7-1 with opportunity to fight for the conference championship and hopefully have an opportunity to host a playoff game. We want to do things we haven't seen since 1989, and that's what we're here for.
Coach is fired up. How could you not be fired up for the Wolverines? Now we're going to talk about Northview, our friends in the house. The Wildcats came into tonight likely needing to win one of their last 2 games to guarantee a spot in the playoffs. The Wildcats took on a Grand Rapids Catholic Central team looking to stay undefeated and win the OK Black Conference title outright. Tonight was just the 5th overall meeting between the Cougars and the Cats. We take you to the second half. Catholic Central on top 21-7. A chance to grow the lead. Odin Spencer with the tush push, but the Wildcats defense comes up with the stop to keep it a 14-point game. Northview, though, would fail to capitalize, so we're going to jump to the start of the fourth quarter. Cougars driving when Kamal Hillard takes the handoff, can't find anything, cuts back left, breaks a few tackles. He's off to the races. Hillard in for the score, make it 28-7 Cougars. The Wildcats trying to get anything going here. Next possession for Northview. They're going to dial up the flea flicker, and it's Braylon Jefferson looking deep to his right. The pass, though, going to be undercut by former 13 on Your Sidelines MVP of the week, Keith Jander Noah, brings the INT back for a nice return for the Cougars. GRCC with the ball again late in this game. Cougars going to hand it off to Moses Brown, who meets a crowd but gets dragged into the end zone. That works. Make it 35-7. Catholic Central remains undefeated on the season after a dominant win on the road. Tri-County and Kent City both came into tonight locked into the playoffs. 13 on your sides. Peter Elliott coming out of the bullpen from news to sports. Peter, we're so happy to have you on the good side of things as the Vikings and Eagles squared off in a CSAA crossover game.
there for the Eagles there. And then the next drive there, a touchdown there for Kent City there, a score to make it 18-6. Start of the fourth quarter there. This one, you think it's over. Tri-County's turn. Cade Hallman powers it in from the one, a score there, and Command V there, a score there to make it 24-10. The Kent City lead down now to 21-10. And the Eagles have to punt here on 4th and 9. Oh no, it goes awry there. Kent City recovers miraculously, and that is all they needed there to win this rivalry game. 24-21, the Streamers are in the air, and the Eagles are flying. They improve to 8-0 on the season. Jacob.
All right, Peter, and here is a little treat for you. We're not done with Kent City quite yet. Coopersville, though, is an uphill battle to get to the playoffs. Coming into tonight, the Broncos were below the cut line. They would need at least one more win to get into this thing. But with Big Rapids and Cedar Springs left on the schedule, that's certainly going to be a big task. The Broncos hosted the undefeated Cardinals tonight out at Merriman Stadium. Halfway through the first quarter, the freshman Champ Kelly goes up to Brooks Hayden. That's 6 and an early Broncos lead. Now, folks at home, we all know about peanut butter and jelly, thunder and lightning, salt and pepper, classic duels. Well, Champ Kelly and Brooks Hayden, they're making their case to be up there with the best of them. Touchdown number 2 makes it 14-zip for the Broncos. Big Rapids down 2 scores. They would need a response, and they get that. 10-yard rushing touchdown paired with a primal scream from Jack Bowman. That would make this a 1-score game. Cardinals now looking to tie it on 4th down on the 5, but they get stuffed. Coopersville takes over on the turnover on downs, and my goodness, if you didn't believe us after the second touchdown, we'll get a load of this. It's the combination of Kelly to Hayden, 97 yards. Coopersville goes back up 2 scores, and we're going to go on to give Big Rapids their first loss of the season, 38-28. What a win there for the Broncos. Now we're going to take you to the OK Red, but you're going to have to wait after the break to do so. Rockford and Caledonia each had one of their preseason goals on the line tonight. The Rams and Scots faced off, plus Jenison and West Ottawa. This was a crazy one. They squared off in a cross-county matchup, each hoping to keep their playoff hopes alive. As we head to break, we'd like to thank our food sponsor, Robinson Dental, for buying pizza for all of our in-studio guests.